So I've been keeping this channel a secret for a while, and I haven't been showing my face on here, but I did want to. I have so many messages that I want to get out. And the main message for today is shut off the phone, get your cardio in, listen to something, do your work, because nobody else is going to care that you heard their thing or that you took time for somebody's podcast. Nobody's going to care about that. All they care about is how do you look? That's the most important thing. How do you look? That's what they judge you based off of. And, I'm so glad that everybody's going in this direction of honesty because honesty is the best policy. And for a long time, I didn't want to show my face on here because, I'm nervous about what people are going to say about my message, but I think the message has to be spoken. And I think it's very true that people judge you based on how you look. And that's one of the reasons why I started this because right after I had kids, I didn't feel good. I felt good after the first one, and I think that's why I got pregnant with the second one because I looked really nice. But after the second one, it was September 2019 that he was born. And then COVID happened shortly after. In March of 2020, he was around 6 months old. So, there I was stuck in the house with the 6 month old, and, I was trying to do my workouts and everything. But drinking was such an issue that year. Everybody fell into drinking. It was almost like they glamorized it because they wanted everybody to drink and fall in this state of disrepair. And, the weight that I gained from that time, I never fully lost. And now I'm working on myself. I'm actively working on myself every single day. Where before I was like, oh, let's just have a good time together. Let's do this together. But then I see my value going down, especially as a woman, because, before I looked a certain way and I didn't drink as much as I was drinking during that period. Um, but I decided, within the last, I'd say, year, I decided to start getting back to myself. And every day I work out no matter what. So every day I do at least 20, 25 minutes on my bike downstairs. I have a treadmill and I had it for years, but because of working, because of the kids, because of this, because of that, there's so many like little excuses that come up that I said, you know what? This takes precedence right now. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. But it turns out that, everybody else took precedence before me. And in order for me to feel good and be at my highest and give to everyone around me, I have to also feel good. And the way that I feel good is moving my body. And while I move my body, it's like my brain clears up. I get on this like another level of manifestation. And that's why the channel is called Cardio and Manifest. Because every time that I work out, I get this mental clarity that is unparalleled. Nothing can top it. It's not a show that I watch, not a thing that I read. There's something about moving my body that when I do it, I feel invincible. And I get this idea, I get like downloads from the universe. And it's almost like the path just becomes clear. Everything that I've been asking for, all of a sudden I get the vision and I say, oh my gosh, this is what I need to do. Oh my gosh, this is the way. And then I'll stop my workout mid workout a lot of times and I'll start writing down, or I have a keep folder on my phone. I use Textra, the app, and on Textra, it's like you can you just you can put everything that you want and you send it to yourself, and you can send it as an email file. You can look through it, you can search through it. But yeah, the workouts is what clears my mind. And the more that I work out, the more that I move my body, not even just working out, moving my body, dancing, putting on headphones, going internal. You, I feel like everybody is so bombarded with what to watch. And there's so many things. You will never watch everything. And the algorithm is always going to show you something. The algorithm, its job is to keep you on the platform. But if you're on the platform, what's not happening? You are not working on yourself, which is imperative, especially now that we're going into a new age of technology. We're going into AI. We're going into this unprecedented time in history where you don't know what's going to be real and not. And the opportunity is there to have you just inside of this phone, inside of this technology nonstop. And if you're in the technology nonstop, what are you not doing? You are not working on yourself. You are giving everybody else your time. You're giving everybody else your power, but you are not using your own power, which is very important. It's the only way that you're going to make it. You know, everybody wants to make money and get ahead and do everything, but everybody's also stuck in the phone. And that's the problem right now. If you're using the phone for business, okay, you know, if you're bettering yourself through the phone, but a lot of it is just distraction. And you have to realize that a lot of life right now is being distracted. The news is distracting. Um, Relationships are distracting. All these reels, all this new content is distracting. Follow your internal guidance. You're going to have to ask. You're going to have to sit in the silence. And what I mean by that is not in a dark room. You don't have to go to a dark room and lock yourself out, but you literally have to sit with yourself. And the way that it comes quicker, it's proven. It's one of the laws of the universe. I think it's number 5, but it's action, the law of action. Once things get in motion, everything starts moving. And that's what happens with your brain and your mind. There's a woman on YouTube. Um, she's, it's funny I say woman, but she's a younger lady. You know, she's I guess some people would say girl, but her channel is called The Soul's Playground, and she talks about that. Just set your intention and move, do something. And it doesn't have to be, you know, oh, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to make that happen. But once you set the intention, it has to be motion. Something has to move. So you either move your body, you start working, you're basically letting it go. You're letting it go into the universe, and then the universe is working from there to get it done for you. So it's really profound. If you find her channel, it's a lot of clarity. The Soul's Playground. It's just a part. Everything is a puzzle piece. And for a long time, I was scared to get on here because I don't want to give my message and then it gets misconstrued or mistranslated. But there's so much that I want to share. And then every day that passes, I'm like, I am not sharing my truth. My truth is to speak out, to share. I've always been like that. Everybody I talk to, I'm always talking. I'm always giving a lot of ideas. There's always so much going on in my mental. And it's funny, my daughter is the same like me. She's got so much to say and all these new things, and she's very vibrant like that. But I figured, why not get on here and let everybody know my message, because everybody has their own message. Recently, I heard Peter Crone. He said, when you go to a therapist, like, does he need a fancy degree? He said, everybody asked me, oh, Peter, do you need a degree, or do you want to go back? Does it bother you that you're not a therapist? And he said, what's a therapist? He said, I'm unlocking people from the prisons of their mind. If you go back to therapy, or you know, go back to somebody who has a master's or a degree, what are they essentially doing? They are reciting somebody who had a revelation. What is psychology? What is Freud's work? What was Freud's work based on? It was based on himself. And now, you know, back then he wrote a book about it. Freud, Jung, all of these different figures in psychology. It's all their theory. A lot of it is theory. Science is theory until it's proven wrong. Everything is a download from the universe. That's why now I'm figuring, you know what? I am going to share my message. I am going to speak daily and let everybody know if it provides some kind of hope or some kind of motivation, which, you know, I listen to other people. It'll be a channel that has like 100 subscribers, but if it's a good message, I listen to it. And lately what I've been doing is listening to, I put it in Notebook LM to summarize it. And then they'll give me a summary of it, which is like, let's say this video is 10 minutes, they'll give me a 5-minute summary. You can put short, long, it's called the deep dive. But you know what? I'll be sharing some of those too, the ones that really touch me, because I have hundreds of videos that I've watched that have helped me. But I will summarize them for you through Notebook LM and put them up here. So I just wanted to take a moment and finally, even though I've had the channel for God knows how long, um, you can find it on the info, but I've had the channel for so long and I haven't actually spoken what I want to speak. So now I'm going to start and going to share it with the world. So that's basically what I've been saying. I'm missing a nail. It broke off. But yeah, any insights that I have, anything like that, I will share it with you guys here. Here on YouTube, also cut it up and put some little snippets on Instagram because you know what? I really want to share this message with people and not just give hope, but also give strategy, give hope, give insights. Whatever downloads I receive, I am going to make it my mission to share it with the world. So new type of mission. Some people would get that reference, and you know who you are.